It's another classic turnaround from Jessica Pegula. That's what she's all about. And inch by inch, she's closing in.
You're going to have to beat Jess Pegula, that's for sure. She's not giving you anything. There's no freebies out there from that Pegula racket. Hustling down those balls so well. Eala yet to lose a point on her first set, on her first serve in this second set.
And has won a couple of critical second deliveries of late as well. A lot of assurance remains from the Filipinos' end of the court in what she is doing out here. And it's got her to 1 game away from taking us down the wire. It's rowdy in Washington, D.C. And Pegula might be the home player, but they are pulling for Alexandra Eala to force a deciding set out here.
It is kind of an interesting study, Abigail, isn't it? You have Jess Pegula, who is, you know, let's say America's pride and joy out there, and Eala has so much fan support. You can hear how loud that crowd is, and that's not even a full stadium.
No.
And I think something like that could frustrate a lot of competitors out there on the court, but Jess Pegula is one of those competitors that I think will embrace that moment. I'm sure she thinks about it for 1 second, but that's not going to deter her from getting the job done or doing the best she can to get that job done.
It's measured stuff in response to the loss of the first point.
Great point from Eala. We've seen a couple of, I'd say, errors from Eala early in points, but Eala has been most dominant in shot in points under 5 shots. So she's looking to be aggressive, and that's what she needs to do against Pegula. She needs to be the one pulling the trigger as quickly as possible.
Well, her commitment to doing that, whatever the outcome, might just come through. Not the cleanest numbers on the opening set for Eala. 20 unforced errors to just the 4 winners struck. But she's persisted, and she's looking to pounce. Break point is set point. What about a deciding set, Washington, D.C.? Incredible competitive fire from Alexandra Eala, who's taken out seeds 2 and 3 and now has a shot at number 1. Well, they waited 20 hours to get back on court, and Eala looking to make the opportunity count. First breakthrough of the second set takes us to a third.
Just what impressive tennis that was, that second set from Eala. And you did say how she had a lot of unforced errors compared to her winners. But I love that in a sense, because she's not been afraid to go for it. And with that comes more errors. Pegula to assert herself early in this third set. You kind of alluded to it off air, Abigail, saying that Pegula did look a little rattled. We couldn't necessarily see it, you know, on her face, but in her shot selection, in the errors that she had quickly in some of those points. What great hands from Pegula, great hustling from Eala as well on this shot. But I love that you already see Pegula looking to be more aggressive. She's putting a little bit more behind her shots. You can see her being aggressive on second serves, looking to come forward in that last point.
She's in just her second WTA final, Eala. Initial run to this stage was at the 250 in Eastbourne last year on the grass, week prior to a Grand Slam. Sometimes there's just a little bit more opportunity there with other players turning their attention to the big one.
that the coach said. We need to get some more MPHs on that forehand so Jess Pegula doesn't chomp it up.
Well, it was nip and tuck throughout the second set, but this is some swing of momentum to the side of Eala. Pushing for a fourth straight game that would significantly bridge the gap between sets. And her commitment to the cause has been impeccable, because what we're starting to see here in this game from Pegula is not unfamiliar. She dug out a couple of holds in that second set to keep asking her opponent if she could stay on it. And she's right on it.
And that is just really great tennis from Eala. It's very rare that you see people able to take it to Pegula consistently in the way that Eala has been able to do that today. And I think that's why we're seeing Pegula just a little rattled. And she feels like she needs to do more with her shots to be able to get on top of Eala in these points. So we're seeing some errors like we just saw on that forehand side. And I think for just Pegula, just to get back to the basics, you know, looking to build points, even if that means through the middle a little bit. The depth that she has, Eala can't hurt her. Just don't make, you know, these unforced errors too early in the points.
Well, if we've learned anything over the last 24 hours in Washington, D.C., is that when it rains, it pours. Floodgates have opened for Eala. And maybe the same in a negative fashion for Pegula, looking to get the train back on the tracks here. Can she do any wrong right now?
That's just too good. Just what awesome tennis. Honestly, both of these players are playing very uncharacteristic. You know, things were going, you would say, in the favor of Pegula. You know, they were holding serve in that second set, and up to that 4-all game, I was thinking, okay, it's going to be a tiebreaker in this second set. And so it's very uncharacteristic that you see Jess Pegula kind of let a few games go where you feel like she doesn't have her rhythm, that she's getting a little frustrated. It's all credit to Eala, just playing unbelievable tennis.
She's taken away the targets, Eala, with her poise, her relentless presence right now.
say, you know what? Too good for my opponent. I think Eala has put such consistent pressure on Jess today. And almost broken her spirit in a way, which you really never see from Pegula. And
certainly rarely from a winning position.
That's right. But today is a new day. Great play from Jess. Pegula. That's the type of return that we're used to seeing from her, especially on second serves. Looking to be aggressive.
Well, there's bound to be a little bit of tension targeting a first career WTA title, and the 5-game safety net is as good as it could get for Alexandra Eala. So close now. Well, it was the dream turnaround for Jess Pegula in the opening set, but she has walked back into a nightmare here in Washington, D.C., serving to stay in the final. And she does so at the foot of a mountain.
And Jess Pegula has had a decent first serve percentage in this third set, but she hasn't been able to back them up. Her first serve points won is very low at 23%. And we can see her average serve speed from yesterday to today on that second serve in particular. It's gone down 5 miles per hour. And against a player like Eala, who steps inside on the return on second serves, looks to be aggressive. Just what incredible tennis. You can't have that drop in speed, especially on the second serve. And again, credit to Eala. She's returning so well, not just on second serves, but also on the first. And I think that has been a huge thing in today's turnaround for Eala.
Watertight. In her only previous WTA final, she had 4 championship points and fell, Eala. Now she's got all the space in the world as she looks to get this one done.
Thank you.
Washington, D.C. for Alexandra Eala. Almost 24 hours later, comeback complete, a first career WTA title for the 21-year-old. Achieved with triumph over all three top seeds.
Abigail, that was an incredible display of tennis that we just witnessed. And so incredibly gutsy against a top player like Jess Pegula. She won that match on her racket. Just so absolutely incredible and a special moment with her coach, Juan Pedro. Gosh, just stunning performance.
There were no guarantees for this woman. She made her breakout run in Miami as the world number 140 last year. A wild card. That run ended by Jessica Pegula in 3 sets. Today she turns the tables, and she does so in emphatic fashion that underlines all her continuous improvements. And what a testament to her competitive spirit. Incredible. And she's gonna share the moment with those who matter most. Full of support, this stadium in Washington, D.C. for Alexandra Eala.